Sorry, I hope whoever comes after me is better at this process. I forgot to get up. My name's Troy Stevenson. I'm the Executive Director of Garden State Equality in New Jersey. There we are. I've been asked to talk about sexual orientation change efforts, which many of you may know as conversion therapy or reparative therapy or even homosexual cure therapy, they call it in some places. We have just passed through both houses of our legislature only the second bill in the country that bans this, and we're expecting Governor Christie to sign it within the next 2 weeks. So we're really excited about that. But I want to talk to you about the process that we got there. We had a lot of help from HRC and from the Trevor Project and from the task force to get experts to talk about this abuse. Does everybody know what I'm talking about, what the therapy is? Yeah. A lot of people didn't in New Jersey. A lot of our legislators didn't. So we got expert after expert to explain, but one of the things we found really difficult was getting the youth and adults who were formerly victims to talk about this, because it was so traumatizing and so unsettling that it changed something. It didn't change something, it obviously didn't, but it forced them to think there was something wrong, something immutable about them was wrong. So what we found was getting others to tell the story for them, to tell the story of how it happened. So I'm going to tell a quick story about something from my past. I was never the victim of this kind of abuse, but when I was 15, I was just starting to come out of the closet, just starting to become comfortable with myself. And I met a young man from a rival high school. It's the first person I'd ever come out to, the first person that I ever truly felt I could talk to, and the first person I kissed. But unfortunately, that kiss was interrupted. The high school football team came out at that moment and chased us. And we ran for what we felt like was our lives in the late 1990s, or early 1990s. Don't want to give myself too much age. We made it home. My first call was to him to make sure he was okay, and he wasn't. He was extremely upset, and he just kept saying, "I can't go back. I can't go back." I asked him to, what's going on. He explained to me that when he came out to his parents, they sent him to this camp, and he told me about horrible indignities and things that I couldn't understand, that my 15-year-old mind couldn't understand, and I still can't today. He finally put the phone down, and he said, I can't go back. I can't go back. I kept calling and never got a response that night. And all I wanted to do was reach out and talk to him to find out what had happened, what was wrong, if he was going to be okay. And unfortunately, I never got that opportunity. I found out the next day that he took his own life. And that's what this does. That's why this work is so important, and that's why I hope more states will take it up. It does horrible damage to young people that is irreparable, and in a lot of ways, it's the worst thing a parent can do to a child, and it's definitely the worst thing somebody calling themselves a therapist can do to a child. So I just hope more states will take it up, and if anybody does, I can point you to resources in the national movement, and we would be more than happy to help anyone. Thank you so much.